Let's talk about the recent chapters of RealityQuest, because it's been going crazy. So Dewan's girl get taken, and Dewan, being the GOAT that he is, he completely rushes at him. However, the guy threatens to eliminate her if he was to try to take her. So she wakes up, and we meet a character named Kim Ho-sung. He mentions that he's gonna do something to Dewan, so she gets mad and she grabs him by the collar. However, that was a big mistake. As he gets mad, he looks directly at her, and then after that, it cuts to a scene where everyone's surrounding her. Then they put her on drugs. Dewan arrives, and he's exhausted from running all the way there, and then he gets a quest to defeat 100 people. Dewan, being the absolute GOAT that he is, he completely gets straight down to business, and 3 of them comes at him, and then he completely destroys all 3 of them in an instant before Ho-sung arrives, and let's just say he sends Dewan flying. Ho-sung then drops the coldest line in RealityQuest. He says, "Do not waste any of my time because your defeat is already determined." Dewan asks Ho-sung, "Where's the girl?" Ho-sung replies and says, "She was noisy, so I had to get rid of her." And then he asks Dewan, does he have a problem with that? Dewan drops another line and says, "The problem starts now." Dewan starts to wail on Ho-sung. However, Ho-sung dodges all of that. Dewan rushes him again, jumps in the air. Ho-sung cocks his leg back and hits him right in the face, hits him out of midair, and completely hit him again, sending him flying across the room. They then imprisons Dewan. However, it gets revealed that Dewan actually faked being knocked out. Dewan realizes that the chains are too tight, so he gets the black key, and then he uses it, and all of a sudden the monster has awakened. Dewan breaks out of his chains, and then he runs into his first 2 victims. He blitzes them, and everyone notices that there's a noise going on outside the room. They all head outside, but they see no one. Then they look up Dewan's Spider-Man. Dewan attacks one of them before completely blitzing all of the rest. He murders all of them, and he heads to the next floor. On his way to the next floor, he pulls up on someone, sends him flying into the light. It turns off the light, and next thing you know, everyone's confused what's going on. So one guy decides to find the light switch, he turns it on, and as soon as he turns it on, the monster has defeated everyone in the room, and there stood an animal staring at him. All of a sudden, Dewan falls to the ground, and then it gets revealed that there was a gas substance that was dangerous for him. So one of the big guys pull up, and it turns out he's the one that turned it on. So he grabs Dewan to take him back to his cell, but Dewan fakes being asleep. He one-shots him, sending him through the ceiling, and then rips the other guy's mask off, causing him to perish to the gas. And a demon was heading to the next floor. Jesus Christ, bro. Dewan just committed murder, and then he's just walking to the next floor to commit even more murder. He's literally him right now. So the girl wakes up, and she sees Dewan ripping a fucking metal wall open. Literally ripping it open. And then out of nowhere, he grabs her, lifts her up, and he's about to commit domestic violence. And then other people pull up with a chainsaw. He blitzes them, and then the system confirms him as an ally. He moves on to the next floor, and there he stands face to face with the animal, Ho-sung. Dewan makes the first move, and then he gets hit with the same attack he got hit with earlier. But this time he lands an attack. They both take damage, and they make eye contact. And just like that, the battle between monsters begin. They then go for a collision, creating a shockwave showcasing light and darkness. He then overwhelms Dewan, but then Dewan adapts to his strength and hits him back again. Then he stands over him, going for another blow. However, after sending him through the glass, he blocks an attack. He then trips Dewan, hits him out of midair, and tries to go for the finishing blow. But then Dewan starts utilizing his surroundings, throwing paper at him, then dodging and weaving all of his attacks. Dewan then pick up an entire fucking wheel and starts attacking him with it. The scene cuts back to Dewan, and his object is destroyed, and then he wakes up from auto mode, and then the first thing the whole song says is that your vibe has changed. Dewan then says, "Is he a part of the Trader Association?" before blitzing him and says, "Tell me, otherwise you'll die." This was truly a good fight. It would be the best if not for the sword battle between Dewan and the other representative. But other than that, I'm done with this video. It's over. Make sure you subscribe, and I'm going to be back with more reviews in a few days.